Okay, for our Friday assignment, we are going to do one more day of the four-step equations. So I wanted to take just a minute of your time before you do this second assignment and just give you a couple more examples to go on. So you'll remember from our discussion yesterday that four-step equations, of course, have four steps. Step one is to distribute if necessary. So remember, it'll be necessary to distribute if you see a number being multiplied by a group that's inside parentheses. Okay. Step two is to add or subtract, to cancel the smallest variable. All right. Step three is to undo addition or subtraction. And then step four is to undo multiplication or division. All right, so with that said, let's look at this example. Let's solve 3 times the group 5x plus 2 is equal to 6x minus 12. All right, so remember, before you start doing your 4 steps, line through the equal sign, and here we go. All right, distribute if necessary. Over on this side, we have a number 3 that's being multiplied by the group 5x plus 2. The members of that group are 5x and positive 2. There is no group on this side, so I'm not going to have to distribute on the second side. So we are going to do 3 times 5x. 3 times 5 is 15. Reattach x. And 3 times positive 2, which is positive 6. So we put plus 6. So we distribute, we get 15x plus 6 is equal to 6x minus 12. So that is my new equation. Step 1 is done. I have distributed. All right, step 2 is to add or subtract to cancel the smallest variable. Our variables in this problem are 15x on this side and then 6x on this side. The smaller of the two variables is this positive 6x that we see right here. So will we add 6x or subtract 6x to cancel him out? The answer is we will subtract. He's positive, so we'll subtract. So minus 6x on each side. Positive 6x minus 6x cancels out. So let's see what we have now. 15x minus 6x is 9x. We bring down the plus 6, and that is equal to a negative 12 on this side. Notice that 12 is negative. So step 2, done. Step 3, undo adding or subtracting. As usual, this is where I'm going to cover up my variable, 9x. When I cover him up, I see that I have adding 6. So to undo that, I will subtract 6. Adding 6, subtracting 6, cancels. All right, so now I have 9x on this side equal to negative 12 minus 6, which is a negative 18. Last step is to undo multiplying or dividing. I have 9 times x, so multiplying by 9. I will divide both sides by 9. The multiplying and the dividing cancel. So I get x is equal to negative 18 divided by 9, or negative 2. I want to point out again how this is a step-by-step process. Take one thing at a time. Really be careful and watch your signs, and these will be fine. You will get through these just fine. All right, one more example. We're going to solve negative 8 times the group, x minus 4, is equal to x minus 40. Now let me point out again, this x is a 1x. This x is a 1x, so you may want to write in those invisible ones before you get started. All right, line through the equal sign, and here we go. Step 1, let's see if we need to distribute. Do we have a number being multiplied by a group? I do believe we have that. On this left-hand side, we have the number negative 8 being multiplied by the group x minus 4. So that group has the members 1x and negative 4. So let's distribute that negative 8. Negative 8 times 1x. Negative 8 times 1 is negative 8. Reattach x. Negative 8 times negative 4, positive 32. And that's equal to 1x minus 40. Whoops. Step 1 is done. Step 2, we're going to cancel the smallest variable. So let's take a look at our equation and see what our variables are. We have negative 8x on this side. We have positive 1x on this side. When we think about which is smaller, negative 8 is smaller than 1. Negative numbers are always smaller than positive numbers. So we're going to cancel out this negative 8x by either adding 8x or subtracting 8x. Since it's minus 8x, we'll do the opposite and add 8x. Both sides. Minus 8x plus 8x, opposites, they cancel. So I get 32 equals 1x plus 8x is 9x minus 40. All right, step 3, undo addition or subtraction. And you all know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover my 9x. I see subtracting 40. So I'm going to undo that with the opposite, adding 40. Subtracting 40, adding 40, cancel. So I have 32 plus 40 is 72, and that's equal to 9x. And then last but not least, we're going to undo multiplying or dividing. When I look at 9x, I see 9 times x, so that is multiplying. So I will divide by 9 on each side. The multiplying by 9, dividing by 9 cancels. 72 divided by 9 is 8, and that is equal to x. So these 4 steps. Again, any questions today, please let me know. This will be our last assignment for 100% virtual learning. Monday we will be back on our hybrid schedule with the A days and the B days. So try your best to get caught up on everything this weekend and get ready for next week. Looking forward to seeing you. Let me know if you have any questions.